I'm gonna be honest, this video is a whole bunch of yapping, like a ton. This video is also very long. I didn't even end up watching the whole video, but if y'all make it to the end, I left a nice little surprise. Gen Z's addiction to locking in.
This year is my year. I'm gonna delete Instagram and focus on my goals. And
Bro, in 2020, gang, I was fucking playing survival games on my PlayStation 4 while not going to school and studying online. No. Not studying online. I was doing nothing. I was playing games. Not gonna lie.
this year is my year. I'm gonna delete TikTok. Wake up at 6.
Bro, in 2021, I deadass didn't even have TikTok. I got TikTok in 2022. I was low-key a TikTok hater forever. Literally ever. Like, I swear, ever. Like, I was like, that's just straight brain rot. Then I got it, and I was like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, to be honest.
6 a.m., start a dropshipping store, do some push-ups, and finally get my
That dropshipping store, is low-key so relatable. I was like, bro, I'm gonna log in, bro. I'm gonna be a dropshipper, bro. I'm gonna make so much money. That shit's hard.
shit. This year is my year. I swear I'm gonna delete TikTok. Wake up at 5
Okay,
o'clock every single morning.
2022 wasn't nothing. I don't remember what happened then.
Everything it's an NFT, get rich in crypto, and then I'm gonna find. Okay, this year is my year. Waking up at 4 a.m.
What even happened in 2023? Did I graduate then? No, I graduated in 2024. Yeah, 2023 was kind of ass too, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Taking cold showers, listen to a few Huberman podcasts, so now I know I'm ready for
That guy was speaking facts in 2023 though.
Side hustles, red light sauna. I still gotta delete TikTok. This is my winter arc. This year, I swear I'm actually.
Funnily enough, I think TikTok's one of the most useful things that's ever came out in the recent past 10 years. Bro, like, it gives you so much information. Some of it's false, obviously. Like, it just doesn't fucking correlate to anything. It's just brain rot. But some of it's, like, low-key. I be learning some crazy shit on TikTok. Like, it's just, like, D1. Like, content absorption.
You wake up at midnight, straight into an icy lake, starting my personal brand, 10-mile run backwards, push-pull legs Arnold split, deleting my entire phone, no friends, no distractions, 4 years of monk mode. I will locking in. A term that mainly Gen Z has been
Genuinely, that was me in 2025.
which can be summed up as just getting serious, to lock your attention onto a single thing, and that thing can be less serious stuff.
Hey, but we all know 2026 is our year, bro. I feel it, bro. My tendons are tickled. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like 2026 is gonna be fire. GTA 6? Okay. Yeah, it's really all we got. But like, that's enough.
Like playing a video game or trying not to laugh at something serious. But I want to lock in, focus, get it, never mind. On the more serious side, that when someone says they're going to lock in, it means to really get your shit together and focus on whatever thing you want to achieve, which is typically a big goal that we have for ourselves. Usually referring to things like going to the gym or studying or something related to money.
Fuck studying, bro. It's
And
not
on its
worth
own,
anything.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with this at all. Locking in is necessary for doing anything
Soda
worthwhile.
sipping method
But
there.
the problem with locking in is that it's only useful if you actually do it, but barely anyone does. We've all had that 2 a.m. motivation when we wake up and
What? Whoops.
just start pacing in our rooms.
How do I
When we
make this
saw
go
a
away? Bro, I've gotten so motivated at 2 a.m. when I was the age of 15 that I went and took my my licensed mother's car and then took my non-licensed self to the gym. Got pulled over. Cop made me drive home. So ever since then, I've been not locked in.
video of someone our age making $150,000 a month, and they buy their parents a new house with a Rolls Royce. So we start planning on becoming a millionaire.
Low-key,
in 6
that's me.
months. We start researching and watching videos. Maybe go
Y'all
do
just
a
don't
couple
know
of
it.
push-ups and squats. We delete TikTok and Instagram from our phones. Maybe even pull out a journal and write down some plans about something. And we swear we're gonna go to the gym tomorrow. And then we go to bed, wake up, re-download TikTok the next day, and just repeat the cycle over and over and over again.
Bro, TikTok's too tempting to delete. My friend deleted TikTok. He went on this year-long journey of no TikTok. Instagram Reels doom scroller only, which arguably is worse than TikTok content-wise. Certain things you see on there that you can't unsee. But moral of the story, he re-downloaded TikTok and still uses the fuck out of TikTok.
And like it sounds kind of funny because we all kind of been through it, but in all seriousness, it's insanity. It's demoralizing. It gets beyond frustrating when time keeps passing, but for some reason we're not where we want to be in our lives. When we're not even on the path. When you haven't locked in like you swore you were gonna do, and now it's 2025 and you're in the same spot you have been for over half a decade. When it's your literal 40th attempt saying you're gonna do something, and you don't even believe or trust yourself anymore. Like it's not even sadness or anger. It's just
Did we invent crispy chicken? No.
That's locked in. I'm gonna be honest, those are probably some of the worst tenders that have ever existed. I personally, they don't look that bad, but that's them ad tenders, bro. That's probably a fucking deep fried shit. Like that's not a real tender. Like I don't. That's art. That's CGI.
We just put it where it should be, inside taco.
Shut up.
numbness. But why exactly does that happen? Like, why is it so difficult to do the things we swore we want to do? Yet it's so easy to do the things that we know won't help us long term. And it's not even like we don't want these things.
Well, it's
don't
just
even know how to get
access
them.
to it,
Because
really.
if you have an internet connection, which you
Like if you want to do something, you'll do it. If you don't want to do something and it's hard, you won't do it.
have to be for watching this video, you can easily figure out exactly how to get exactly what you want out of life. Hundreds of millions of people have that ability, but then why can't people do it? Why can't people focus? Why can't people stick with something longer than 75 days? Why will 90% of people
That shit's
live
tough.
the same year over and over and over again? Why can't Gen Z seem to lock in? Well, first
I
of
think
all,
our
it's not
brain
just Gen
links
Z
are
who
like
lock in.
brain something. The thing that like mind span. Your mind span's just so fucked now because of TikTok and other social media platforms that have promoted so much short form content that now you just like need it to be short and sweet and not long and girthy, you know?
But almost every human for all time. Because focusing on long term goals outside of survival inherently goes against human nature and the way our minds work. But more on that in a second. And
Really?
second off, why exactly
That's
is
some
locking
interesting
in so hard?
information
Because
there.
if you research different people who've done anything worthwhile in any domain, they all got there doing different things during different times. But the one common denominator between all of them is intense focus over a long period of time on one thing, which is definitionally, I don't know if that's an actual word,
Locked in.
locking in. If you want to become world champion, you need to lock in. If you want to revolutionize personal computers, you need to lock in. If you want to lead the civil rights movement, you need to lock in. If you want to make legendary films, you need to lock in.
Let me lock into this video real quick. All this blue light hurting my eyes and shit.
Even if you don't want to change the world, but you just want to have a family, provide for them, be in shape, and live a simple life, you still need to lock in. Because we all have a certain amount of energy and time. And if we spread out this energy evenly amongst 1,000 different seeds, the most impressive thing you'll ever grow
It's a lot of
is
seeds.
1,000 blades of grass. But if you're actually able to put your energy onto one thing, sure, you might not have 1,000 blades of grass, but the
So
one
like I'm not really too marinated into this YouTube content stuff. So this guy
thing you will have
100% has a script here. But what gave him the motivation to come and find these random ass fucking pictures and these random ass analogies to then present in his video like that 1,000 blades of grass or 1,000 seeds and 1,000 blades of grass? Like where did he go into ChatGPT and then was like, yo, low key, give me some motivational shit, and then found the perfect spot into his script to implant that shit? My bad, I'm yapping, bro.
is an oak tree. And this idea of locking in is so ingrained in us that it's been seen throughout several stories and myths throughout history. Like, for example, the Buddha. He lived his life of luxury and comfort so he could sit under a tree.
From what I've
and
heard, the
fully
Buddha's
focus
locked
on
in, bro.
finding enlightenment. And monks are basically the definition of being locked in. They remove all distractions. and
He's so
everything
locked in
brings
that he
to-
was a human that low key became a god. That's like gotta be more than the definition of locked in.
temporary, mindless pleasures so they can focus on finding peace. This is also why we have the term monk mode. which is just another version of locking in. Even a lot of philosophers talk about removing distractions and focusing on what's actually important in their lives, and how chasing temporary mindless pleasures gets you nowhere long term. Because even eons ago, they understood that having your energy spread all over the place doesn't get you anywhere and leads to an empty life. And also in almost
Unlocked.
every single story with a hero's journey, they have to lock in and focus relentlessly on changing into a better person or overcoming a huge obstacle. Even in a lot of shows or movies or entertainment, if you think about it, a lot of the time, a lot of people's favorite or most memorable parts.
Like, I'm really thinking about it here, and this is what I'd be thinking about in these fucking type of yapping ass videos. Like, you know how many crackheads there are out there that are just like cracking around in the fucking streets that aren't locked in? And then you know how many people that are successful and locked in? Like, those are two separate things. Just because you're successful doesn't mean you're fucking locked in. You could accidentally make $1 million. Technically. But if you made that $1 million and use that $1 million to make another $1 million for reasons that you like doing, you're locked the fuck in. And you're rich. I wonder how they do that shit, Loki.
Is when a character gets serious, when their eyes change, and you can tell that they don't care about anything else other than the goal. Especially in sports, when an athlete is in the zone or they have tunnel vision and they just even if you look at different
Bang two
biographies of
threes.
people in the not too distant past, or motivational speakers, or people who are alive today, they all mention the focus.
I'd probably say that David
Locking in.
Goggins is the
How those are
definition of
periods
locking in.
relentless focus, and there are
Not
no
just
distractions,
locking in,
so they can
locking
really get
the
shit done.
fuck
Now,
in.
even during those moments, even though they weren't all sunshine and rainbows, they look back at those moments
Sunshine.
in admiration because it molded them into becoming a better human being. And I think locking in is something that we all subconsciously strive towards, because we all know that it's the closest answer we have to the big question, how to be happy. Because if you've ever actually been locked in, or you've gotten into a flow state, or just have gotten lost in the progression of an activity, you know that it's one of the best feelings that you can experience.
So I have a lot of like terms in my head, like that I could like express at any moment, I feel. But sometimes they just don't come to me. Like, I have the most obnoxious words saved in my data bank in my head. And when I need them most, they just don't be coming. And I'm thinking that's kind of fucked up. I'm thinking I'm not locked in, Loki.
Not buying something, not doom scrolling, not giving into instant gratification and pleasures, but the climb itself towards a worthy goal that we decide on, even if it's hard and challenges us. Basically, locking in isn't even a new concept. But if we all know it's important, not just important, but necessary, and it's been around for eons, and today we have more tools and information to mold ourselves.
You know, I'm really looking at these pictures and I'm like, what the fuck could that mean? What could that mean to that? What's that? What's that? Why is his long buttocks touching that key looking shaped thing? Is why is his buttocks touching the other part of it? And why do they all have just like fucking spears like spearing through them? I'm gonna take a quick ad lib because I'm about to shit myself. Okay, after that quick intermission of unshitting myself, let's get back to this video.
And to whoever we want to become.
Headset can't hear. Give me a second. Hold up. It'll work in a second. Just give him 1 second. It's working.
Then why doesn't it work? Like, obviously it does work. Folks will never hurt you. But then why do 95% of people never actually get the results they want to? Why can't we lock in?
Because they're not
Okay,
fucking
well,
doing
there's
what they
four big
want
reasons why locking in
to
doesn't work for
lock
most
in.
people. For one, most people
If that
have
makes
no
sense.
why. Most people
Yep.
don't even start with a reason. The purpose of why they're deciding to lock in.
Yep.
They say they want to
Let's
change.
think. I think
but
that's
don't
what I
even
just
know
said.
Why. Like, why go to the gym? Why start a business?
Muscles,
Why study?
money,
Why make money? Why
smart,
wake up at 4
money.
Those things are not bad to do at all. But if you don't have a damn good reason on why you're doing them, you will not do them by yourself long term.
Because you wanna.
We all have this thing called a brain, and your brain is going to control your automatic baseline behaviors. And your brain is brilliant, but it's also
My brain's fucking not brilliant, bro. I run on like fucking slideshows of what's happening real time. Like genuinely, like something happens, I process it, then I'm like, okay, 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 and then I'm like, okay, now, now we're gonna do something, and then I do the wrong thing, and then it's just like a constant day of like thinking of why I did that thing. I think I just like described overthinking or something. I don't even fucking know.
lazy. Not because it's trying to be lazy, it's just because it's trying to be efficient. And your brain doesn't care about anything except surviving long enough to reproduce. Everything else it will put in as little effort as possible. And your brain will always automatically focus on two things: needs and wants. Needs are different things like breathing, food, water,
Oh, I
shelter,
don't need to
safety,
breathe.
like stuff like that. Your brain will literally fight
I'm
to the
built a
death to
little
meet those
different.
needs. Like literally, it will put your life
I'm
at
like a
risk
fish,
and
but with
put you
air.
in danger until those needs are covered. This is why you usually see people doing extreme things
I just
during
absorbed
life
that
or
shit.
death situations because your brain is no longer messing around.
He was
This
locked the
thing
fuck in.
needs to get done. And then there are wants, things that don't need to happen, but your brain still wants them. I like to think about these things as pleasures, dopamine, and comfort. But because it's efficient, it's always going to go towards the lowest hanging wants first. Pleasures that are the easiest and fastest to get. So unless you actively try to fight it via awareness or willpower or discipline, whatever, your brain is just going to do whatever it can to keep you alive. And then
I think marijuana for some people is one of those real things that get them going, gets that good dopamine rushing through the head. And I think, from my standpoint, I mean, I really don't think that it's too bad for you. But I feel like from a lot of other people's standpoints, it's just like, oh, it's just fucking, it ruins your life. It fucking does this, it does that. But the problem is, you're just not locked the fuck in, and I am. And they're so mad that they can't function no, hold up. That's just my brain not working. It's not the marijuana. They're so mad that they can't function correctly off of the sauce that they're just haters. And I feel like that's where most haters come from. They're just so mad that their sauce ain't as saucy as this other person's sauce, and they get fucking all upset and shit and all in their panties. And then they don't do the thing that the other guy's doing that they think they can do better.
chase short-term pleasures until you die. Just try it for a day. Just let your brain make all the automatic decisions. You're probably gonna do nothing the entire day except just sit there and survive.
No, that's
and just get
not
into
truthful.
instant
I
gratification
freestyle my
activities just
days
Anyways,
all the
reason
time.
it's so hard to focus on
Day
bigger
to
goals,
day
especially
activity
long-term,
is
because
like a
our brain is
freestyle for
fighting
me.
us the entire time.
Talking
Because it doesn't
freestyle, that's why I
understand-
stutter so much.
Picked a great main, but your voice doesn't quite match it?
We have a fix.
VoiceMod gives you over a
Like, bro, be
why
quiet,
we're trying to
please.
force it to do something it
I
doesn't
forgot to
need
lock
to,
in.
because it doesn't care about your goals. The things we want to achieve are not needs. And if it's not a need, your brain will default to going towards easier wants. Like, you don't need to get in shape. You want to. You
No,
don't need to start a business. You want to.
you do need to get in shape. I'm gonna be honest. If you're fat as shit, I mean, you need to not be fat as shit. But that's a topic for another time.
You don't need to do a lot of things because the world can handle all that for you. And the stuff you want out of life will make you feel good eventually. But the path to getting there is long and boring, uncomfortable, and risky. And your brain hates those things, especially when it can feel good instantly all the time. So unless it's truly important,
Bro,
to what you
TikTok be
and your
tickling
brain,
my fucking
it will
tism.
inevitably fold. Think back to whenever you're working on anything. Automatically, probably several times, your brain will ask you why. And if you don't have a good answer to that question, your brain will just slowly turn off. But then imagine those times
I
whenever
can
you
low
had
key
to
never
why
answer
yourself.
that question. That
It
could be
feels
my
like you have
problem.
almost this unlimited restless energy. Like, have you ever had a day in which you had something huge planned for the next day and you were able to wake up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning with almost zero effort? Almost like your brain automatically woke you up. It's because you were actually excited to get up because you had a strong reason why to get up. Versus the days whenever you hype yourself
That's
up with some
valid.
empty promises, you don't plan anything, you don't have a why, you just saw someone else doing it, and now that 5 o'clock alarm goes off, and there's going to be a 90% chance you're going to hit snooze and go right back to bed. And it is kind of corny, but it's that quote where it's like, any why can be any how. Because if you have a strong enough why, you
Hold up.
will do it. And the reason why can
Any why can be any how. So why am I doing this can be how am I doing this. I think that's what he was saying with that. from that first quote and then the second explanation that wasn't really explaining anything.
Be good or bad. If someone put a gun to your head, it's one of those things we've heard our entire lives, and it shows us that we will do crazy shit we don't want to do if you have a good reason behind it, even if it's negative. Same with if someone gave you $1 billion, shows the crazy shit we will do trying to chase a huge reward. But most people usually,
Dang, if someone offered me $1 billion to do anything, it's getting done. Like, you could give me the most outrageous shit. I don't care. Little baby Timmy? That poodle? That's a year? No, 6 months old? Wait, you need him in an oven? Shit.
have neither of those. They're just floating around in the middle. They don't have a pain they're running from or a huge reward to chase. So a big reason people can't.
Just to preface, I don't entertain animal cruelty or encourage. Just saying, $1 billion in front of me, an oven right next to me to the right. He's like, never mind.
Lock in or focus on something long term is because they don't even have a good, strong reason why behind it. Like, it needs to be something bigger than I want to get rich or I want a six pack. But like, why? And why that? If someone
That's
says
my
they want a
reason for
six-pack,
working out.
but don't really have a good reason why, then there's a 90% chance
I don't need a reason.
But then if someone says they want a six pack because they were bullied their entire lives and they want to prove to themselves that they can do it, that's a much stronger why that will push them to do things that they don't.
I'm
wanna
just
do
a fuck it,
they
we
wanna-
ball
they
type
wanna
of
do it.
guy.
For most people, the goal disappears for themselves as soon as they put their phone in their hand. It's not something that's so important to them that it bothers them not going towards it. Something so important to them that doing anything outside of the progression of that goal seems like a waste of time. Something that would be the last thing on their mind whenever they go to sleep and the first thing on their mind whenever they wake up. If you can find that thing and focus on it, then locking in becomes almost automatic because then you simply do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. But most people never have a.
To be honest, this guy's doing a whole bunch of yapping about locking in, but particularly his stance on it has not changed once. He's not given me any other explanations about locking in except that you'll lock in if you need to lock in or want to lock in. Like, no shit.
Reason other than boys on the internet told me to take cold showers and then are surprised whenever they can't keep it up. 2, most people have extreme short-term thinking and low attention span.
That's me.
Most people see locking in as a quick sprint, not even a 100-meter sprint, more like a 40-yard or a 20-yard dash when it's actually an ultra marathon that never really truly ends. If you are trying to reach a goal that takes years,
That's why
a few
David
weeks of effort
Goggins is
isn't
so
going to do
locked in.
anything, no matter how
I'm
much
gonna be
effort
honest.
you put in. Most of the goals we have for
He's
ourselves
Mr.
are pretty
Locked
big,
In.
highly variable, and don't have a clear path. And it's probably going to take hours and days and months, maybe even years of trying before any results begin to show. You have to front load so much effort before you'll be rewarded on any of that effort. And the modern world has trained us at every step.
It becomes tiring at some point. Like, you put an effort to something that you want to do so bad, and you get no reward / dopamine, whatever you're looking for out of it. It becomes tiring, and you don't want to do it anymore. But you know, I think you have to be like substantially like almost borderline obsessed with yourself to get something done, because there's just so much going on around you. Like, you have to be delusional in a sense. You have to be like so obsessed with winning, being better, doing whatever it is that you want to do great, that you think there's no way that you cannot do it. So you really want to give in that delusion that you have in your life. It really helps a lot.
Expect everything to be instant and comfortable. And this combined with our highly efficient, lazy ass brains make being instantly comfortably numb addicting. I've already talked about it a lot in this video, but
I'm gonna be honest, it's nice
has
doom
fucked our
scrolling
attention
in your
span to the
fucking
point
yeah.
that focusing on long-term projects becomes damn near impossible. Like, we've been taught that if
He's
the
speaking
reward doesn't
facts to
come
me.
in
Like,
10
he's
seconds
really
or
preaching to
less,
me right
you
now.
can just
Actually,
swipe and find something
after
else that
hating
will
about him
satisfy
2
us,
minutes ago,
even outside the
he's
screen.
really
The
let
world
me
is
know.
full of
I'm gonna
comfort
listen real
and
nice.
find something else that will satisfy us, even outside the screen. The world is full of comfort and convenience, and basically anything you need for survival can be yours faster than any point in the history of ever. and just continues to get even faster and faster. And this is fine when it comes to general comfort and quality of life, but it does skew our perception of other things. And this is very, very noticeable whenever we remove all of our phones and distractions and we try to focus on something that takes longer than 10 minutes. Because like you can't
Shit's
put
hard.
the grind in 2x speed. There is no skip button. There is no real life montage when it fast forwards.
I have noticed that some people are better at. Maybe it is just them locking in, bro. Because when I get put with a task in front of me, let's say you get put with like fucking. By the end of the day, you need to have a 5-page paper depicting on where you want to be in 10 years. Like some shit that they would give you in school in fucking like 9th grades, freshman year. You just got into high school and they're like, where do you want to be by the end of high school? That's some shit you can't put into words. Like it's, if I got put on the spot and was told I have a 5-page paper by the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, I could definitely have that 5-page paper. Most likely. If something was on the line. If nothing was on the line, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to have that 5-page paper. So you really, the whole point of this video so far, from what I've understood, is that you need the motivation to do the locking in.
In 3 seconds. If things get boring and hard, which they will, you can't just swipe to a better moment. And since most people expect to become a millionaire in 2 weeks by opening a dropshipping store and reading 25 pages of Atomic Habits, like it's no wonder why a lot of people fail, because they didn't do the right things long enough. I remember whenever I was 12 or 13 years old, I wanted to get abs. So I did some research on YouTube and I found one of those 6-minute ab workout videos. And
Those
I did what it
bitches
said,
work.
but I got really mad at the very end because it said I had to repeat everything I just did 4 times. And I thought I got scammed. But I didn't realize until I got older that it's repetition over time that builds results. Because like the video wasn't lying. Like if I would have done what the video said, I would have gotten abs. But it wouldn't just take one set, but maybe like 600 total sets over the course of months before I started to see a really huge difference. But I didn't know at the time that if you just do the simple things, the things we try to avoid over a long period of time, that's what builds results. Anyways, we are in a constant search for a shortcut. I can't get it. But today, since we have so much access to the internet and information, we can't constantly trapped looking for the next shortcut instead of just doing the things we know we need to do. We will waste more time looking
This
for
may
that
seem
shortcut
unoptimal, but I
rather than
swear
just doing the actions we know we should be doing. But that doesn't sound
the
good.
longest thing
That's why
I've ever.
whenever you hear about it, whenever you hear about someone locking
Oh
in,
yeah,
it's usually for like 75 days or for 6 months.
I
But
swear
if you really think about it, like
that
it
was
doesn't-
definitely the
it
most
doesn't
efficient way to
exist.
do
Like,
that. I
yes,
don't
time
care what
exists,
anybody
but
else says.
6 months doesn't really mean anything because now is the only moment that you exist, and it just comes down to what you're actually doing now in this moment. Because what happens after 6 months? If you can actually pull through the actions, like, does it stop? Are you finally done? There is no point in which you're going to reach the point in which is like, oh shit, you know, finally did it. Now I can chill and do nothing, because the next day will always come. So in a real way, there really is no true finish line. This is usually why trying to do something unsustainable will never work. Whenever people say they're going to lock in, they're not trying to do something long term. It's just a quick burst. A quick burst might work for specific situations, like cramming for a test, or, you know, might help once or twice. But those who make it,
I don't think
do
this guy
quick
had
burst. They just
any
sprinting won't get you
planning
to the end
this video.
when the road wraps around
I
the
think
entire
this guy
course.
is
So I
like
use David Goggins as an
legitimately like
example.
he has some
He
notes
runs a
maybe.
lot, as we all know.
He's just
But
free
usually if you
balling
watch him
what he's
run,
saying.
especially in the middle of those like
Because when he's
100-mile
taking
long
these
races,
topics,
he is not sprinting.
he's sort of
He's
just
not hauling
repeating what he
ass.
said the
He's
whole
keeping
video.
a pace that he can constantly maintain over the course of the entire race.
This
Without
could have been a
looking around
10-minute
like 4
video,
or
got the
5
same amount
miles
of
per hour,
views, maybe
not a
even
15,
more.
20 mile per hour sprint, because he knows that if he does do that quick burst that we all try to do, he will fail. Because if you know before you even lock in that you're not going to focus on it long term, you might as well not even start. Because it's easy to get hyped and do the right things for a day or two. But what about day 67, month 14? Like, it's just something a day or two. But
Loki, I think I could take him. He's looking a little bit voluptuous in the belly area. I think I have that, Loki. I'm not gonna lie. I could lock in.
what about